What's going on, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today we are doing the next episode of the People's Republic of Turkey. Last time we seized power in Parliament, so we are officially an executive government. So anything we say, we want. Anything we say, basically goes. So actually, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna come over here. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to make executive power subject to approval by religious authorities. And go ahead and get that through. That will be done on the 11th. And let's see the backlash from that. Yep, knew that was going to happen. Homosexual community came out, obviously. They don't like that. And there is a riot going on. Give the army the order to attack. We're going to go ahead and allow that. And negative 73. So protests are over. We're going to actually that is more serious. So 1.5 million people. Let's see how many people we actually have. This is going to affect our economy, about 1.5 million people. It won't affect it as much, but we are still going to act on this. We're going to appear on television. Decisive and respected President Ozaglu. 1.3 million. 1.2 million. Usually after about a week or two, this is when it starts affecting the economy. 1.1 million. We're going to go ahead and skip 2 days and see 350,000. So let's go ahead and one more day and see if it burns off. If it doesn't, then we're going to give the police the order to attack. Alright, so it looks like that is done and over with. Liberation of the highways. Traffic is now returned to normal. Something we don't really like, but something that we have to deal with. Uprising in Ankara. Traffic remains impossible because the roads are always blocked. Let's go over to police, actually, and let's see how bad that actually was. Strike in Turkey, over 1 million people. That lasted about 5 to 6 days. Let's see what... That was actually the most amount of people that has ever come out in protest to a law that we would want to pass. Current problems right now, we just have a riot going on. That should be suppressed in a little bit. Initiator was the CNK. Let's go ahead and see the problems that we are having, and we are going to get rid of them, and they're done for. So that riot is suppressed. Good job. So let's get rid of all these notifications, and then we can come over here to research. No, we're already fully funding that. Let's go over to health and social security, because we actually should be putting more money back into health and social security that we have actually originally taken out. So, rail transport. Let's get that full funding. Road transport. And both of those full funding. And it is almost the 11th, so let's go ahead and skip to the 11th, in which that law should pass, and then we will get more repercussions of the effects of that bill. So the 12th, 12th, perfection of digital paper. Trees can sleep tight. Marketable version of digital paper. The leaves of digital plastic can be wrapped or folded with no problem. The images are animated and the contents of the paper can automatically update by wireless network connection. We're the first ones to actually make this discovery. Law and the power of religion. And looks like we are now somewhat officially a religious authoritarian nation. Let's see if we can go ahead and nationalize a few more sectors. How much would it be to nationalize this? No, we would not be able to afford that. Chemicals. Computer hardware. Iron, we already nationalized that. Plastics. Pharmaceuticals, we nationalized. Plastics, I think we're going to go ahead and nationalize. Food, we're going to leave privatized because the government should not be affecting food production. I mean, we want to control the people, but food is going too far and we would basically be starving our people to death. Cabinet, elections. Change the system. Maybe we can go ahead and go to one turn. I think we're going to go ahead and leave that to a referendum, let people decide. Well, actually, that's already being drafted, so people can't really decide. People, I guess, don't care. Elections, let's see what else we can affect. Doesn't look like we're going to change anything else on that. Maybe we can go ahead and change our capital back to Constantinople or Istanbul.
Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Been a long time gone. Constantinople, now it's Turkish delight.
So, what else are we going to do? Parliament. Permanent powers of the Parliament. Party under the control of the single party. Abolish the use of referendum. Taxes, I don't think we're going to be messing with taxes yet. Maybe we can go ahead and raise the value-added tax to 2.25. And we can go ahead and draft that. We don't have to worry about it getting shot down in Parliament. People didn't like that. Personality cult. Let's go ahead and put our portrait in some school books. And actually, modify the head of state salary. No. Nomination. Ooh, we actually haven't decided this. Appointed by the single party or appointed for life. I think we're going to go ahead and make it appointed by the single party. And let's see how people react to that. Yeah, people hated that. Good God. Give the army an order to attack, and we're definitely gonna have to raise some popularity. $3 billion. That's okay. Meeting request with Tunisia. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out something else. Work. Yeah. Some big spending to try and calm people down. God. Ooh, employment. People like employment. And let's see how people react to that. We need more police officers. So let's go ahead and start employing people. Resignation requested. Oh my god, we were excluded from the International Monetary Fund. No, you're not going to resign. How does that affect international? No, we can't. Oh my god, that is terrible. We cannot get loans anymore. You're not a member of the International Monetary Fund, so you can't subscribe to the World Bank. Apply to become a member of the organization. Must be accepted by the majority of the countries that are already members, and the candidate must also be a UN member. We're definitely being hounded by the world because of this. Looks like we have 12 nuclear warheads, actually. No, there's no IMF. So this is actually really, really edgy that this happened. We are not a member of the International Monetary Fund. We cannot get loans if our economy goes down the tank. We cannot get a bailout. We cannot ask the United Nations for a loan of possibly $10 billion to help our economy out and do a stimulus package. So we're on our own financially. We are still trading with other countries. I think we are going to be sometime soon. We will be talking to the United Kingdom, the United States, Canada, France, to sign some export contracts, and we're going to be talking to China soon to start importing some materials, some raw materials, and we are going to be exporting some finished products to Western countries such as Germany, France, the United Kingdom, or the United States or Canada. GDP, let's go ahead and look at our GDP. We are about $1.7 trillion. So let's actually look at this at a vertical standpoint. $1.7 trillion, and that is compared to $1.2 trillion at the beginning of the game. So we're definitely doing a lot of work to raise our GDP. Growth, we're at about 5%. My target growth is about 5 to 6%. Exports, we are going down in exports, actually. It's kind of going up. Imports, we are definitely importing a lot more. Trade balance is going down. Debt, let's go ahead and look at our debt. Public debt is about 0.12%. So we are just about to pay off our debt. Credit rating, we have a neutral credit rating. Currency, let's go and check our inflation. We are at about 1.7 inflation rate with a 12% interest rate. So we are definitely going to be lowering that to about 10%. Political parties. Immigration, we have 336,000 illegal immigrants. Let's go ahead and check our farming, our primary, secondary, and tertiary sectors. GDP for the primary sector is 126 billion compared to 89.5. GDP for the secondary sector is 533 compared to 388. And tertiary is nearly $1 trillion. So we are definitely a tertiary concentrated economy. Services, we are funding services. Actually, manpower has actually gone down for that. Sales and profits are in the hundreds of billions. But let's see how much it would be to nationalize those. Just about $500 billion to nearly $2 trillion to nationalize those sectors. Tourism trade is definitely one of our biggest. So we're going to actually give them about $500 million in trade. Or actually in a subsidies. We have a doable electrical sector right now. We are dismantling. Our main goal is to dismantle most of our fossil energy plants and start switching to nuclear energy. We are spending about $31 billion on energy as of now. Oil. We're producing a lot more oil compared to the beginning of the game. Especially oil and natural gas. Conventional gas. Yeah, we were selling $421 million in profit in money. We're selling $421 million worth of natural gas, and now we are doing 24 billion as of 2021. So, I believe we can go ahead and end this here. And I have to say this now, I am sorry that I have not been posting a lot. I've just been busy a lot. I've been working, and I am definitely going to start trying to get back into playing this game. And I am coming back for you guys. I'm nearing 1,000 subscribers, and I am hoping that is going to be the most exciting moment of my life. And I will see you guys in the next video.